안녕하세요. I've got something a bit personal.
반가워요. 곱게 물든 단풍처럼 예쁜 대화 나눠봐요.
닥쳐. I've got something a bit personal to share today. I have unfortunately lost my job in Korea, as you probably saw from the title of this video. So for the last 2 years, I've been working as a flight attendant for a private jet for one of Korea's biggest companies. It was a great job, super busy, super challenging, but the benefits were definitely worth it. However, I can't go into too much detail because of confidentiality, but I will say it was a fantastic job and a great opportunity for me. But as with many things, all good things must come to an end. At the beginning of this year, one of my colleagues did not get her contract renewed. Everyone was really shocked because it just happened out of the blue. After that, a lot of big changes started to happen in the company, and it all happened so suddenly. There was a big shift in the environment in the office, and just so much uncertainty. So my first reaction, of course, was panic and stress. I did not know what was going to happen. I was, of course, worried about my own contract, but I still had 6 months left within the company. After a few days, though, I did manage to calm myself down and change my mindset completely. Actually, I don't know how I did it, but I just suddenly thought to myself, it's alright if I don't get a new contract. It just means that there are new opportunities ahead for me, that this job is not meant for me anymore, and I am meant to move on to something new. I made peace with it quite fast, actually. I really surprised myself. So I just decided to focus on my last 6 months within the company and try to enjoy the travel part of the job as much as I can. The job was not always easy though. Sometimes we had flights that were 15 to 16 hours long, and since we didn't have a dedicated place to rest, like you would have on a commercial airline, I used to work for Emirates and we used to have a room in the plane with bunk beds where we could rest. And actually, it was legally required for us to have rest if our flight was a certain amount of hours long. But those rules do not apply to private airlines. So because we didn't get dedicated rest on all of our flights, it could be exhausting. There were times when we would land in a destination after a really long flight and we would have to go straight out to work again to find some catering for the next flight. So that usually happened if our layover was 24 hours or shorter, but that didn't happen all the time. It happened often, but not all the time. It was difficult, and I'm not saying this to complain. I'm saying this because I think some people don't know what kind of work flight attendants for private jets actually do. It sounds and seems very glamorous, but it actually is really hard work. So due to all the changes within the company over the last 6 months, I had pretty much puzzled that I wasn't going to get my contract renewed. So when my company informed me recently that they were not renewing my contract, it didn't come as a surprise. I was disappointed for sure, but I had the last 6 months to prepare myself. And now I'm here in Korea without a job, trying to figure out what's next. I'm in quite a pickle, actually. It was really interesting working for a Korean company, though. The cultural differences were definitely challenging at times, but it was definitely a good experience to learn how Korean companies work because now I live here in Korea, so it's something that I need to learn. I could talk about the cultural differences in the Korean work environment, but maybe I'll save that for another time. For now, I'll just say it definitely was an experience for me. I wish I could share more details about my job, but unfortunately, it's just not possible because of the confidentiality, as I said earlier. But I will say, one of the best parts of the job was definitely being able to travel to so many different countries. I traveled to some countries I never ever thought I would get a chance to visit in my life. So overall, I gained so many great memories and a lot of experience during my 2 years working at the company. I also met a lot of really good people as well. My colleagues were great. But now I'm in this weird place because I've been a flight attendant for 10 years and I feel like it's time for something new. The tricky part is finding a new job in Korea because, yes, I'm an English speaker, I'm a foreigner, but my Korean is not fluent. It's not even close to fluent, actually. And unfortunately, one of my biggest regrets in life, I don't have a university degree, so the opportunities are like extremely low for people like me living in Korea. It's not impossible though, nothing's impossible, but it's definitely gonna be difficult. Though I'm honestly not even sure what I want to do next. But I also don't have options. My options are super limited because I don't speak Korean fluently. So one of the things I definitely want to do over the next few months is focus on studying Korean. I will be self-studying and asking my husband to help me. So overall, it's a little bit scary, but a little bit exciting because who knows what the future holds, right?